The post of the day. Okay, today we're going to be talking about a couple that asked a photographer to shoot a wedding for free for exposure to 117 unmarried guests. Yes, that's right. Another person asking photographers to work for free for exposure. Well, it's not technically for to them. It's not free. It's for exposure. I guess that's a form of currency that no one accepts it, but we accept it. We just can't use it anymore. It's like monopoly money. So let's read the message the couple sent to the photographer. Dear photographer, whoever. After exploring your website, we are eager to speak with you about your amazing photography skills and would love to have you be part of our special day. Okay, we're starting off good. That's very thoughtful. Okay, good direction here. My fiance and I randomly met on an airplane heading to Chicago 3.5 years ago, coming back home for the Cubs World Series. On September 4, 2020, we plan on tying the knot with our family and friends. Our wedding ceremony and reception will be at blah, 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 located across the street from blah, blah, blah. Okay, so, they're kind of just laying it all out like, hey, here's my life story. This is how I met the love of my life. The Cubs. Not the love of her life, but they met for the Cubs World Series. That's baseball, right? Sure, it's not football, but it's one of those. Football, soccer, lacrosse, one of those, swimming. My fiance and I randomly met on an airplane heading back to Chicago. I want to know who they sat next to because I get stuck sitting next to people who 10 minutes into the flight, they take their shoes off, their socks come off, their feet are God knows where. I mean, I can't breathe. They're coughing. This one guy had his sound on, and he was in like 5 Facebook groups with 10 people. His phone was going off the entire 14-hour flight. I didn't sleep that flight. It's a very long flight. Another time I sat next to a guy who, despite having an empty seat in the middle, wanted to sit in the middle seat because it was next to me. And I had to be like, actually, can we just leave that open? The ghost of Christmas past is actually sitting in this. Yeah, you don't see him, but he's there. He also tried to get married to me at the end of the flight because the immigration thought we were together because he tried to it was, I had to shut that down real quick. I was like, actually, no, I'm by myself. And then he got mad and he's like, oh, you're just going to act like you don't know me. We just sat together for 10 hours. I was like, that's right. Goodbye. That was a good, yep. So I don't know what flight you guys went on, but good start so far. We are asking your help to sponsor 10 hours. When I see the word sponsor, that's when I know the rest of I don't know where this is headed now. Okay, so we are asking your help to sponsor 10 hours of continuous photography coverage. In exchange, we will be showcasing your company to, wow, they got like a list here. Okay, 3,000 plus combined Facebook followers, 300 total wedding guests, 196 wedding guests based in the Chicagoland area, 117 unmarried guests between the ages of 24 to 35 years old, 73 parents with unmarried children between the ages of 24 to 35 years old. It's like oddly detailed. I just want to know how you got this information, to be honest with you. You got 117 unmarried guests. Like, you got people filling out like a census before they can RSVP. What's going on? Like, is it like a poll? Do they gotta like do a questionnaire, fill out paperwork? Seems like it's very organized. It's very good. Okay, so they basically they're flexing here, like, hey, we got 3,000 Facebook friends, we have a bunch of unmarried people, losers who can't find anybody, single people, aka basically me. Listen, if you invite me, I'll be 108 the 18th. I'll be that 118th person if you want. Let's continue. Our wedding brochure will include your logo and contact information, which will be distributed to all 300 wedding guests. In addition, we will also have your company information posted in our Facebook wedding album, as well as our wedding website. We greatly appreciate your help in creating our special day and look forward to connecting with you soon. Okay, so when they say we greatly appreciate your help, let me just rewrite that for you guys. We greatly appreciate you doing all this for free and working for us for really not for free, for nothing. And we look forward to going back and forth with you about how you want us to pay you, and then we're gonna just tell you the same thing that we did before, maybe plus a couple extra Facebook followers. Who knows? Maybe they're gonna be accepting people after this. Maybe I want to come and I'm gonna friend request them. I don't know. Okay. They got a wedding brochure, which that's gonna involve creating and printing. I wonder who's gonna do that. I mean, you got to pay somebody. Somebody's got to do the work for the brochure. So if you're going to be paying someone to create the brochure, design it, take it to the printers, you got to pay the printer to print it out. You know, they're not doing it for free. So, I mean, why go? Just don't even do the brochure. Just pay the photographer, right? I just gave you the solution. There you go. You got a brochure. It will include your logo and contact information, which will be distributed to the guests. That may sound appealing to some people, but you should still get paid. I mean, if they want to do that, that actually sounds really nice to have the logo, to have your contact information. You could have easily just done that by just putting out your wedding business cards on the table. Some photographers do that. So I just feel like either way, whether or not they want to offer this, that's great, but you still need to be paid at the end of the day. Like, no, there's just no getting around the fact that there has to be money involved here, because no one should be working for free. You're going to put their company information on your Facebook wedding album as well as your wedding website. So you're trying to tell me you have a wedding website, you can pay for that. You got to pay for the domain and the hosting. So you can pay for that, but not for the photographer. Let's take a moment. No. Just don't even have the website. Just pay the use that money and put it towards a photographer. Even if at least you'd be paying them something, you know. And also, if the unmarried guests, you got 117 of them, if they find out you're doing this for free, you think they're going to pay you? If their friend got the wedding for free, what makes you think that they're going to want to pay you? You know? So you just got to think of stuff like that. Everybody has their own creative excuse to kind of lure photographers or creative people into doing things for free. People are getting extremely creative. I'm talking like, hey, I have, 5 Foursquare followers, and I use like 10 of the best hashtags on Instagram, like things I've never even heard of. So there's no absence of creativity in these excuses. You just got to shut them down right away. You just got to be like, actually, can't do that. Sorry. They mention 10 hours of continuous photography. No, it's absolutely not just 10 hours. It's like 100 plus hours of work of you sitting there retouching, oh, do you not like this edit? Let me change it for you. Okay, do you want prints? Do you want this? You have to handle all that. So it's not just the continuous wedding, shooting. It doesn't just end at the wedding day. It continues way beyond that. You probably be stuck with these people for like a year or two, okay, just to be honest with you. So if you want to do all that for free, I don't know. I can't relate. I wouldn't do it, to be honest with you. I would much rather be paid for working, which is the foundation of of life. You work and you get paid to work. That's what you got to do. So nothing in this life is free. Okay, they start bottling water. They bottle water now, and we buy it. These same people will buy bottled water. I mean, you can't pay for a photographer. Look at they spent so much time coming up with all these statistics. Like, how much research do you think they had to sit there calculate, like the number of Facebook followers they both had, the total wedding guests. They had to break it down by unmarried people who are parents. They got you the ages of each person. They're like ages 24 to 35. They did all this work, sweetie. Instead of just doing all that, just give me a couple thousand for the work, and let's just don't have to do all this. To any photographers out there who are getting messages like this, just say no. Don't feel like you're losing out. You're literally not losing out on anything. Why do you feel like you're losing out when you're creating more work for yourself, when you're not really going to get anything out of it? You could do the same wedding, get paid, and still get the exposure, word of mouth, you know what I mean? Advertising, and you'll be fine. So just find the clients who respect you, who value you, and will pay for your services as they should. Their wedding is coming up. It's like, 2 months? September? I'm actually curious to see if they got somebody. Let me know. Update me on the story. Do you think they got somebody? Probably. We greatly appreciate your help in creating our special day. At least they acknowledge that. Like, the only thing that you're helping is them. You're not helping yourself here. Like, they even say, we appreciate your help in creating our special day. They couldn't be clearer, to be honest with you. At least they're honest about that. Like, so these people acknowledge the fact that the photographer has amazing photography skills. They want that photographer to be part of their day, but they just do not value them enough to pay for their services. What do? You say no, you move on, you find clients who are willing to pay. It's as simple as that.